thick of it, trading a lot of this stuff. Talk to me.
Well, Scott, it was absolutely incredible. It's been incredible really all year in some of those so-called meme stocks. I more or less figure they're rebel stocks because these are not regular Wall Street folks that are driving them. But I have a lot of respect for the folks on Reddit that are ganging up on these stocks, Scott. Yesterday, those individuals accounted for 4.6 million option contracts traded in those, just in AMC. Now, that is 8 times the volume of all of the FANG stocks options combined. Now, I didn't say all of their stock trading combined, and there's a reason for that, Scott. The reason is that a lot of the leverage that is necessary when, you're basically going up against Wall Street, you're going up against hedge funds and the like that have multi-billion-dollar cash hoards that are backing up their investment thesis. These accounts, obviously at Robinhood and elsewhere, are much smaller, but they are leveraged perhaps 20 to 1, 50 to 1, because they are buying options for $2 and $3. In many cases, those options have run to like $40 and $50 on these massive moves in these stocks. And AMC, Scott, was $2 at the beginning of this year. Traded $76 in the pre today, slammed down, came back, now it's down again. I mean, the volatility is enormous.
Well, what about you, Doc? What about you? I know about the they.
What?
I know about the they. What about the you? How are you trading this today?
Okay. Well, today I've mainly, just sold a whole bunch of calls against what I had because, it was profit-taking time. And what I'm looking to do, Scott, is re-enter when I see a big surge of volume again in these names. So just to put a ribbon on it, perhaps, we saw, and Pete reported, I guess, with you yesterday, all of that activity last week and virtually every day this week. Not just AMC, but AMC, BlackBerry, BB, taking a look over costs on the stock side. They don't have options there, but on the stock side and costs, so all of these names, I was trading very aggressively in there, delighted by the movement. And like I say, I think this is a cadre of traders that are trading on their apps. They're on their phones, Scott, but they are enhanced by a whole bunch of Wall Street paper that is coming in as well. This is not just the Reddit crowd. This is a whole bunch of hedge funds based on the volumes that we see. So what am I doing? When those bigger traders are in there liquidating, I am liquidating. And that's why I did sell so many calls against what we were holding, Scott. But I'm not making fun of these guys. When they pick an area to go into, it's usually somewhere between 20 and 35% short interest. So there's some tip-offs in that regard. And they are willing to just stack in there and just keep buying and holding. That's why the meme thing kind of got started, right, because they put up Braveheart or the 300 or whatever.
I got it. If you need more evidence, BlackBerry at one point today was the most active stock on the New York Stock Exchange. And it's not just that. It is literally, as some are pointing out, going down a list of stocks with the highest short interest and then targeting some that, we rarely talk about. And I don't want to mention the specific names now, because they're ones we never talk about, but they are ones that have had sizable moves with smaller market caps. Steve Weiss, I was going to say, well, you were day trading this yesterday on the show, but it wasn't even like day trading because it was like minute trading, second trading. That's what you were literally doing with, what was it, GameStop or AMC yesterday?
It was GameStop, and my thought was very simple. It's that they just took, AMC, it was a crescendo. They just exploded to the upside. And I'm saying, okay, if I were a Reddit trader, where would I go for the next move? So I bought some GameStop, bought and sold it in under a minute for 7 points. So it was a nice trade. To me, I look at what's going on here, and I think there are two types of traders that are involved, just to generalize. One are the Jon Najarians and Pete Najarians who really know what they're doing, who are seeing opportunities there, and some other professionals. And then there's the clown car of traders. And I'm not going to make fun of the Reddit traders.
Well, you mean you just called it a clown car?
Opportunities.
You just called it a clown car, and then in the same sentence said, I'm not going to make fun of them.
Well, I'm not going to make fun of all of them. The clown car allows the professional traders to make money. The ones that are going in there and say, I'm sticking it to the man, I'm rebelling against Wall Street, I'm rooting out corruption, that's idiocy. That's not going to change anything. There's no corruption. They're being the butt of the joke for the AMCs that couldn't raise capital, that are now raising capital like crazy, or the hedge funds that come in and help AMC raise capital.
So you